Hello friends, welcome back. Today's topic is an interesting one related to health and medicine. You see, we Western medicine or scientific medicine or experimental medicine trained physicians or surgeons, we look down upon traditional medicine practices such as Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine, and so on and so forth. But there is always something interesting to learn from these age-old systems, age-old healing systems. You may not practice it, but you can learn certain lifestyle changes, how to look at health and human body from a different perspective. Instead of looking at disease located within organs and organ system, you look at human body from a different perspective. This is what I'm going to do today. But here is a catch. I'm going to talk mostly in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is the original language, very ancient language, thousands of years old. The original textbooks of Ayurveda were written in Sanskrit. So I picked some of the interesting topics from Ayurveda, and I'm going to say or talk in Sanskrit, and wherever feel necessary I will try to translate it, but people who understand Sanskrit will really enjoy this topic. Astu? Adau idanim mama prastuta vishayah asti Ayurvedasya parichayam iti. Astu? Agre tatra आदौ आयुर्वेदस्य किंचित परिचयमेव दृष्ट्वा अग्रे गच्छामः. अस्तु तर्हि आदौ आयुर्वेदस्य प्रयोजनं किंचित पश्यामः. वेददृष्ट्या पश्यामश्चेत् धर्मार्थकाममोक्षाणाम् आरोग्यं मूलमुत्तमम् इति उक्तवन्तः. शरीरमाध्यं खलु धर्मसाधनम् इत्यादि वचनानि वयं जानीमः खलु कालिदासस्य. शरीरमाध्यं खलु धर्मसाधनम् इत्यादि. शास्त्रदृष्ट्या पश्यामश्चेत् स्वस्थस्य स्वास्थ्यरक्षणम् आतुरस्य विकारप्रशमनम् इति. अर्थात् आतुरस्य रोगपरिमार्जनम् इति अर्थः. आतुरस्य रोगपरिमार्जनम्. अत्र स्वास्थ्यः इत्युक्ते आयुषु आरोग्य इत्यादि. स्वस्थ्यः इत्युक्ते अरोगः निरामयः अनामयः इति. अरोगः इत्युक्ते न रोगः, निरामयः इत्युक्ते न आमयः इति. न आमयः means absence of disease. See, when we look at health, when we try to define health, it is not simply absence of disease, right? We need to have a certain balance for us to call ourselves healthy. So we'll see what this health means as we move along. Ayurvedasya lakshanam kim iti kinchit pashyamah. Atra ekah sutramasti hitahitam सुखम दुःखम आयुः तस्य हिताहितम् इति चरकसंहितायाम् अस्ति. आयुषः सम्बद्ध विषयं यस्मिन् विद्यते सः आयुर्वेदः. आयुषः सम्बद्ध विषयं यस्मिन् विद्यते सः आयुर्वेदः. तर्हि आयुः नाम किं? What is आयु? You can see that Ayurveda, आयुः plus vedah, Ayurvedah. When you make a sandhi, when you combine these two words together, ayuhu vedaha, you get ayurvedaha. So what is ayuhu? We'll see. Ayuhu nama kim? What does ayuhu mean? Sharira indriya sattva atma sanyogaha dhari jivitam nityagaha cha anubandaha cha paryayaha ayuhu ityuchyate. Here, Sharira, Indriya, Sattva, Atma, Sanyogaha. The balance of certain things is called Ayu. What are those things? We'll see. Shariram, body, right? Shariram means, in English, body means what? పంచమహాభూత వికారాత్మకం ఆత్మనః భోగాయతనం శరీరం ఆత్మనః భోగాయతనం శరీరం ఇది పంచమహాభూత వికారాత్మకం శరీరం Sharira Indriya, the second one in this balancing act, that which we called Ayuhu, the second one is Indriya, Indriyani, the plural of Indriya, Indriyani, Chakshuradini, Chakshuhu, Shrotraha, Ghranam, Rasanam, Tvak, Ityadi, Ghranam, Rasanam, Tvak, Ityadi. So these are all sensory organs. Indriyani. Sattvam, the third one is Sattvam. Sattvam means Manaha. See, when we try to translate, see, Ayurveda has its own language, its own jargon. So when we try to translate them into English, some of them lose their meaning. So I'll try to keep, for example, if I say Manaha, I'll keep it as Manaha. I'm not going Manas or Manaha. I'm not going to say mind because it messes up with the meaning of it. So, in this context, mind may be appropriate. We'll see why. Shariram, Indriyani, Sattvam, Atma. Atma here means Jnana Pratisandhata. Jnana Pratisandhata. So, Sharira, Indriya, Sattva, Atma, Sanyogaha, Ayuhu, Ityuchate. The balance between mind, body, and what we commonly called spirit or Atma, mind, body, mind, and between the mind and body there are sensory organs, right? Sensory apparatus. Mind, sensory apparatus or organs, body, and the one who is controlling all this. So the balance between these three is Ayuhu. So the knowledge about this is Ayurveda, everything about this. So it does not mean disease, it also means health, it also means balance of mind, it also means mindful. So many things come into it. So this is Ayuhu. This, what is that we studied so far? Ayurvedasya prayojanam kim pashyamaha, Ayurvedasya lakshanam kim iti, we also saw that. The third concept here I would like to talk about is Trishutram, three sutras. What are they? These are quintessential in Ayurveda. Ekaha Trishutram iti ekaha amshaha Ayurvede asti. What is it? Heturlinga aushadha gnanam swastha atura parayanam Trishutram Shashwatam Punyam Bubudhe Yam Pitamaha. Atra Pradhama Padam asti Hetur Linga Aushadagnanam iti. Hetuhu Linga Aushadagnanam iti. Tadeva Sutra Richa Ayurvedam Tatra Upastapitavantaha. Swastha Atura Parayanam. Tadeva Ayurvedasya Parama Utkrushta Margam iti उक्तवन्तः आयुर्वेदे स्वस्थ आतुरयोः यद् विषयमस्ति तद् समग्रतया निरूपणमेव स्वस्थं किम् आतुरं किं व्हाट इज हेल्थ व्हाट इज डिसीज हिताहितं किं यद् विषयं वयं पालयामः तत् सर्वम् आयुर्वेदे उपस्थापितवन्तः अस्माकं शरीरं व्याधिपीडितं किं भविष्यति तस्मिन् विषये अपि च स्वस्थकारकद्रव्याणाम् उपयोगं नो चेत् वैद्येन यद् पथ्यम् उपदिश्यन्ते तद् अनुसरेण स्वास्थ्यं वयं कथं प्राप्नुमः सः मार्गः अस्ति आयुर्वेदात् स एव स्वस्थ आतुरपरायणम् इति परायणम् इति शब्दस्य किञ्चित् वैशिष्ट्यमस्ति पश्यन्तु अयनम् इत्युक्ते किम् अयनं सर्वे जानन्ति किल अयनम् इत्युक्ते मार्गं रामायणं रामस्य अयनं रामस्य मार्गं रामायणं the path that Rama followed or follows is Ramayanam. That is the meaning of it, original meaning. यत्र रामायणे रामस्य मार्गः अनुसर्तवन्तः तादृशमेव आयुर्वेदेपि स्वस्थ आतुरपरायणम् इत्युक्ते स्वस्थ आतुरयोः यत् विषयं the knowledge about health and diseases vishayam upasthapyante saha margaha, that path eva vayam palaniyam, we have to follow that to attain the balance of, what is the balance of? Sharirendriya sattvatma sanyogaha, right? The balance between mind, body and spirit that we talk about in the contemporary language. We talk about mind, body and spirit, right? Where did that come from? That came from Sanskrit. Sharira indriya sattva atma sanyogaha ayuhu ityuchyate, right? Atra trishutram ityeva hetuhu ekam sutram lingam ekam sutram aushadha gnanamapi anyat sutram asti. Etat sarvam charaka samhitayam udghatitamantah. अस्तु, पुनः अत्र बुबुधे नाम बोधितवन्तः इति. कः किम् उद्दिश्य बोधितवन्तः इत्युक्ते पितामहः ब्रह्म, पितामहः इत्युक्ते ब्रह्म प्रजापतिं प्रति बोधितवन्तः. बुबुधे क्रियापदस्य किञ्चित् विशेषमस्ति. बुबुधे ब्रह्म प्रभृति वाग्भट पर्यन्तं परंपरा अस्ति इति वयं जानीमः. ये ये आयुर्वेदं पाठयन्ति ते गुरुपरम्परायाम् अन्तर्भवन्ति इति ज्ञातुम् आवश्यकम्. अत्र हेतुः इत्युक्ते सन्निकृष्ट विप्रकृष्ट व्याधि हेतुग्रहणम् इति. सन्निकृष्टः नाम proximate cause of a disease. Sannikrishtaha, if you consider disease, then there is a proximate cause of it. Tadeva evameva viprakrishta prayojanam, remote cause of a disease. What is the proximate cause of a disease? Remote cause of a disease. समीपतया यद्यद् भविष्यति सः सन्निकृष्टः इति. विप्रकृष्टः इत्युक्ते परोक्षेण वयं न जानीमः किन्तु सः भवति एव. दूरेण अथवा दूरात् यद् भवति विप्रकृष्टः भवति. प्रत्यक्षं वा परोक्षं वा यद् विषयं भवति तत् सर्वं हेतुः इति सूत्राधारेण निर्धार्यते. तं विषयं उद्दिश्य ये अंशाः भवन्ति तत् सर्वं हेतुः मध्ये अन्तर्भवन्ति. तर्हि लिंगम् इत्युक्ते किं? We just saw what is hetu. Hetu means cause of a disease. Lingam kim? We'll see that. Vyadehe arogyasya cha kritsnam. Atra kritsnam ityukte completeness, sampurnata iti. Yadi sampurnataya yad vishayam asti vyadehe vishayaha anantaram arogya vishayaha atra vyadehe hetuhu keke bhavanti anantaram vyadihi spashtam bhavati chet anantaram arogya vishaye vaidyaha kim društva keke amshan spruštva pathyam upadeshyanti aushadam dashyanti atra sarvam lingeva antarbhavanti. The cause of a disease and everything that follows it, the diagnosis, the treatment, everything comes under the next step, the next phase. One is identify the cause and then handle it. You know, however you handle it, the disease, and all that comes under lingam. अतः आयुर्वेदस्य केन्द्रबिम्बम् अस्ति हेतुर्लिंग औषधज्ञानं. हेतुः लिंगम औषधज्ञानं. So we know औषधज्ञानं, the knowledge about disease, knowledge about treatment or pharmaceuticals or any surgeries or procedure, what have you, all that comes under औषधज्ञानं. शरीरेन्द्रिय सत्वात्म संयोगः आयुः यद् विषयं वदामः हेतुर्लिंगं केवलं भौतिक शरीरे एव भवति इति ज्ञातुम् आवश्यकम्. अत्र पथ्यं नाम किं? What is पथ्यं? We'll see what pathyam is. In Ayurveda circles, Ayurveda treatments, they talk frequently about pathyam. We'll see what that is. तत्र पथ्यं नाम किं किञ्चित् पश्यामः व्याधेः निवारणाय किं खादनीयं किं न खादनीयम् इति तत्र वैद्येन उपदिश्यते तत् पथ्यम् इत्युच्यते what to eat what not to eat when you have a disease what to follow what dietary habits to follow and what to avoid that concept that practice is called pathyam kadachit यद् व्याधिः अस्ति तत् पथ्येन निवारणं शक्नुमः औषधं विना sometimes you can treat a disease just by changing dietary habits without the use of drugs. This has been emphasized in Ayurveda. We can apply that to our lives. So for sometimes if we have these lifestyle diseases, non-communicable diseases, right? Diabetes, hypertension, obesity, insomnia, depression, coronary artery disease, so many problems. Sometimes if the disease is in its early phases, you can use dietary changes. You eat this, don't eat this. And it goes into a whole lot of detail. Ayurveda goes into a heck of lot of detail into how to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, when to avoid, what to avoid. Not only that, it will say if you are a certain body type, if you have a certain mind body type, you have to avoid these type of foods, you have to eat these types of foods because you are prone to certain diseases. Therefore, it's truly a personalized medicine. So let us see how it goes. The food is medicine iti ekah vicharah asti vayam janimah kila tat pathyam iti upacharat svikurvantah. Anantaram तावत् द्वौ विषयौ ज्ञातुम् आवश्यकम् अत्र आयुर्वेदस्य त्रिदोषाः जठराग्निः त्रिदोषाः नाम के जठराग्निः नाम कः इति वयं पश्यामः आदौ त्रिदोषाः के इति किञ्चित् पश्यामः वायुः पित्तं कफश्चेति त्रयः दोषाः समासतः that is the sutram. That is the aphorism, that is the statement to describe what Trishutram is. Asmakam janma samaye shiriram dharayutum dhatu madhyamena samardha bhavanti. Vata pitta kapaha vata pittam kapaha vatam vataha pittam kapaha janma samaye ichukte tridoshaha doshaha. First, let us see what doshaha means. Doshaha or dosha means doshaha iti padena vyavahriyante kintu tedu dhatu rupena bhautika shariram dharayati iti karanat yete dhatu rupena api vyavaharamaha. You have the dhatus, right? The dhatus are prithvi, apas, tejo, vayuhu, akashaha, panchabhutaha. So these panchabhutani, so of these five primordial elements in nature, prithvi, apaha, a combination of these two dhatus, bhuta dhatus or bhuta, panchabhuta, the two of the panchabhutas, these two, prithvi and apaha, these two, dvayasya kapaha jayate. Kapaha arises because of the combination of these two. Then tejasaha pitthasya karanam bhavati. Tejasaha pitthasya karanam bhavati. Pitthasya karanam bhavati. Pittam pitthasya karanam bhavati. Vayuhu akashasya, vayuhu and akasha, vayuhu akashasya samyojanena vata doshaha janayate. यदि बाल्यकाले स्वस्थ अवयवः भवामः तस्मिन् समये किमपि दोषाः न भवन्ति. तस्मिन् समये किमपि दोषाः न भवन्ति. किन्तु यदि एकं दोषं क्षयं वा प्रकोपं वा भवन्ति चेत् व्याधिः भवति इति सामान्य नियमः. If there is any excess or deficiency of any of these dhatus, then the dosha imbalance happens. Kintu yadi ekam dosham Kshayam va prakopam va bhavati chet vyadihi bhavati iti samanya niyamaha. Tridoshanam samyam asti chet, that is equilibrium of the tridoshas, saha swastaha iti pariganyate, that is considered a state of health or equilibrium. Atra ekaha mukhya amshaha asti samyavastha vayaktikam bhavati. Even this equilibrium is very personalized. The balance that is in me cannot be equated to the balance that is in a different person. That is because nature acts in different ways, and therefore the products of nature, which is the organic material, that is one of us is the product of nature, the organic material also is vayaktikam, it is individualized, it is personalized. So you cannot universalize a treatment because each of us is quite different, each of us is born with a certain combination of dhatus, and therefore the treatment has to be different. Astu, atra samapayami. Atra bhavatah kadachit sandeha bhavet. So sometime you may have doubts in this because I just gave a bird's eye view of some of the interesting concepts in Ayurveda. So if you are interested, you have to go and start studying. It does not limit to people who are West or scientifically trained or experimental medicine trained physicians. They can also go out and look up these interesting concepts. See, these are for example, we studied about using pathyam, using certain type of diets based on your body constitution to treat certain diseases. This is very universal. This principle is quite universal. You can apply it to your daily life, whether you are a doctor treating patients or you are a patient handling certain diseases, you can apply it. So there is always something that we can learn from Ayurveda. Very interesting subject. So I hope you found this useful, and there are 3 primary books in Ayurveda. Mukhya grandhaha trayaha santi. Charaka Samhita, Sushruta Samhita, Ashtanga Hridayamiti. So you can read some of the translations of these, at least pick a chapter, read some of the translations, see if you can learn something. Till we meet next time, stay healthy and stay safe.